Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Hope all of you are doing good. Today we are going to look at trade setup for April and May. Before we start, I would like to give a disclaimer that I am not a chartered accountant nor I am a financial advisor. These videos that I bring up are from my personal experience over the past decade that I have been investing in. Therefore, any kind of investment ideas or any stocks that I am giving out today are from my personal experience or my personal portfolio. You can treat this content as information and then make an informed decision. So what do I mean by trade setup? I'm not talking of long-term investment. I'm talking of investment in the range of 30 to 45 days. So that's why I'm choosing the month April and May. To do any kind of investment or to even think of investing in stocks, you should first think of the environment. You should think of the surroundings. You should think of the events that are happening around you and around the world. To give you an example, we are in the month of April and the next few months, which is May and June, are considered as summer season. Mid-June onwards, you're already moving into the rainy season. So June, July, August, usually considered as rainy season in India. Okay, so let me tell you my concepts behind choosing a stock for short term. We understood what month we are in and what is coming in the future as event, which is rainy season. Next, what is going on around the world? So today and going forward, what is the main focus point for India? Obviously, the rising number of COVID cases. So taking this theme as the center point, the rising number of COVID cases and the partial lockdowns which might or might not affect the business, we are going to set up a trade strategy. We understand that due to rising number of COVID cases, the government is bound to apply some kind of restrictions in terms of crowd gathering. Also, after certain steps like lockdown or partial lockdown or night lockdown, night curfew, this will further hamper the collection of people together. The business which are most affected are the ones which have people coming in together or close to each other and then doing some activity. So for example, let's consider aviation industry, right? Let's consider hotel industry. Let's consider the entertainment business, which is the music and cinema, the concerts, the cinemas. So for example, PVRs, INOX, nobody's going to go there. So looking at these factors, I'm not going to invest in those sectors. Let's look at those sectors which will not be affected by these increasing number of COVID cases. So for example, you can look at the IT industry where people are working from home. So as such, the business is kind of growing for them. Long term, obviously they will have an effect. But short term, I don't think the IT industry is affected at all. In fact, they are saving costs in rent, housekeeping, catering services, transport, etc. So IT industry is a focus. The second sector would be the pharmaceutical sector, where people are getting sick. They are obviously going to be in need of services and medication. That's why this sector. The third sector would be the peripheral sector to healthcare, which is the testing part. So for example, a rising number of COVID cases gives rise to large number of tests carried out. This gives more business to the testing centers. Stocks such as Dr. Lalpath Labs, Metropolitan or Divis Lab. The fourth sector would be telecommunication, because people sitting at home, obviously they start utilizing more internet, more telecommunication, more communication through media devices with their loved ones or with their friends or with the world. The next sector would be the agri sector, because as I mentioned, very soon we will have the rainy season. So that's why people or farmers would be needing seeds, would be needing fertilizers, chemicals, would be needing tractors. So keeping all these scenarios in mind, I can pick, let's say, 5 stocks easily, which I have already done for April and May. The stocks that I have picked, so from each sector, are as follows. IT, I have picked HCL Tech. HCL Tech has revamped its business quite significantly. It has invested a lot in the cloud technology and it is one of the very top 3 players in the cloud. So I did some research. I found out that the business experts are saying that Q4 is going to be very good for IT. There have been great numbers put out by the big fours in the world. Plus, if you see at big stocks such as Infosys or TCS, they have already reached a certain high level of their potential. So for example, a 52-week high. So discounting that, the stocks which remain on the second tier are Wipro, HCL, probably Happy Minds, all these stocks which are mid cap. The next stock that I have invested in is Airtel. Why did I choose Airtel? First thing was that it has a largest subscriber base in India. Secondly, it was on the lower side of the stock value. So its highest point was, let's say, 650s, but currently the stock is trading at 540s. So that's why. That was the first reason. Second reason was comparing to Reliance. Reliance is involved not only in, let's say, telecommunications, but other aspects as well. So that's why the stock has a diversified portfolio and not a current focus only on telecommunication. So that was the second reason why I chose Airtel. The third pick for me is Escorts or Mahindra & Mahindra. Both make tractors, and as you know, rainy season is coming. There will be a huge demand for tractors in the coming months, and they have been performing excellently well in the last quarter. So I expect them to also do well in this quarter. The next stock for me would be Tata Motors and Ashok Leyland. Both of these players are heavyweights in the heavy vehicle segment. There will be an increase in demand for logistics. So for logistics and road transport, you would need trucks. Especially in lockdown, this will increase. Plus, both Ashok Leyland and Tata Motors have posted excellent Q3 results. The next stock would be from the FMCG sector. Looking at the FMCG, I would say HUL, Britannia, Nestle, all these heavyweights put aside. I'm looking at ITC and Marico because they are getting inroads into consumables. Especially Marico because it is expanding its business line. My last topic is the service industry associated with healthcare. So I'm either going for Metropolis or Divis Lab. I have not yet invested in these two stocks or one of these stocks, but I'll be soon investing before the month end. Alright, so that was the investment I have made in the futures and derivatives section for April and May. Obviously, there are more stocks which I do trading in. So for example, short-term trading, 2 or 3 days trading, like PSU banks, Bank of Baroda, SBI or Canara Bank, or let's say PSU industries such as Coal India, NTPC. I've invested in them, but it is very short term. So that's why I've not considered them in my strategy for 30 to 45 days trading. Let me know your thoughts and your ideas that you come up with for stock picking. Let me know in the comment section. Do like the video, hit that thumbs up. Until next time, start early, invest now. Cheers.